इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to our Business Opportunity Over Chai. This special edition Business Opportunity Over Chai will help you to understand the greatest business opportunity that Franchise India brings for you. This special edition Business Opportunity Over Chai is hosted by management team of Franchise India, Mr. Gaurav Maria, Chairman of Franchise India Group, and Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, MD at Franchise India Brands Limited. Every day, 12 o'clock, we brings a great iconic brands to give you to explore new business opportunity for you. Today, we have invited 2Wheelr. They are inviting their franchisee partner, a one-stop solution for refurbished pre-owned 2-wheelers brand. With the investment starts with 20 to 25 lakhs currently, and they have the 30 years of experience in the industry. To know more about this 2-wheeler brand, I have invited my very own friend, Ms. Khyati, to explain this about this opportunity. Hi, Khyati. Good morning. So, Khyati, you can start with the PPT presentation, and then you can take at least 2 to 3 minutes to explain about your brand, how you started, and what is the motive behind this 2-wheeler, and then you can start with the PPT to know our friends that how we can start with the franchising.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm Khyati Khandelwal, one of the co-founders and the Chief Strategy and Investment Officer for 2-Wheeler Sabke Liye. With me, I also have Mr. Krishi Khandelwal, who's our CEO, and Disha Khandelwal as well as one of the co-founders. I would like to say thank you to Franchise India team for giving us this opportunity. What I'll do is to talk a little bit about 2-Wheeler. I will present my screen and I will walk you through what our company is about and what is the franchisee opportunity. Yeah. Yeah, so is my screen visible?
Yes, Khyati, it is.
Awesome. So 2-Wheeler sabke liye. We're the one-stop solution for everything pre-owned 2-wheeler. 2-Wheeler started in September 2020 with just one store in Pune. And now we're up to 6 stores across Pune, Maharashtra. And we're one of the fastest growing pre-owned 2-wheeler startups in the country. The opportunity. India is currently the largest market for 2-wheelers in the world. And a little bit about 2-Wheeler. 2-Wheeler is Pune's largest and fastest growing full stack vertically integrated omni-channel ecosystem for pre-owned 2-wheelers. We've been completely bootstrapped till now, operationally profitable and a sustainable model. We have served over more than 3,500 to 4,000 customers with 6 stores across Pune, with the 6th store, which is our second franchisee, which we just launched about 2 weeks ago. About us. So 2Wheelr is a new age tech-enabled retailing platform for end-to-end buying and selling of second-hand two-wheelers. Basically, we're not only available online with home services, but we have stores across Pune. We're currently the largest and fastest growing brand. And by establishing absolute trust and simplicity in transactions, we're trying to bring a radical change to the way people buy and sell second-hand two-wheelers. We follow a full stack business model to offer value, transparency, convenience, and simplicity to our customers. Our goal is to help customers purchase a two-wheeler that matches their needs, aspirations, and budget with absolute confidence and peace of mind. And we want to make two-wheeler a hallmark brand in this industry. And we believe technology has a very significant role to play in this. Our vision is to become a one-stop solution for everything two-wheeler with more than 500 franchisees across pan-India. Our offerings to our franchisees, so franchisee controls the entire journey of the franchisee store, right from generating supply, operational support for sales, provide full post-sale support as after the sale is completed. Now, what are the benefits? What are the offerings on the supply side? We provide convenient supply. We provide a competitive pricing. We have an option to choose. All the franchisees have an option to choose inventory. All the vehicles are legally verified and also provide business insights and market intelligence. On the demand side, we also, because two-wheeler is a big brand, we provide a high quality customers, convenience, value-added services for customers, and dead stock support. And in operations, our entire operations is omni-channel. It is tech supported. We have franchisee proprietary tools and training and development for sales and operational excellence, and of course, post-sale support. Here you can see there are 5 showrooms across Pune. We have Tharadi, Magarpatta, Wakad, Kothurud, and Rastapet. And just about 2 weeks ago, we launched our 6th store, which is also our second franchisee at Undri, Pune. So Wakad and Undri are our 2 franchisees already. To tell you a little bit about two-wheeler seller journey. So suppose, for example, if you are a seller who wants to sell your bike. So what is the step going to be like? Firstly, you will have to upload your bike details on our website. You'll get an instant price range. Then you can select from a free home or store inspection. You will receive instant payment online and hassle-free transfer of ownership. The two-wheeler buyer journey. You can choose from multiple options online. You can book a free test ride. You will get immediate delivery on payment. Basically, all our vehicles are ready for sale, and hassle-free transfer of ownership. Basically, we do not charge for RC transfer. We do an entire free RC transfer process. So this is the buyer journey. And what is the value proposition for the end customer? Why does an end customer buy or sell from two-wheeler? Number one, we provide fully refurbished, certified, under warranty vehicles, which are under warranty and post-sale servicing. We provide a universal digital catalog. We have multiple finance partners. That is, we are partnered up with IDFC and Wheels EMI or Bike Bazaar. We provide instant payment to our customers, and all the free paperwork is done. All the paperwork is done free of cost by us. So what are the reasons to invest in a two-wheeler franchisee? Why should you partner with us? Number one, our CEO, Mr. Krishi Khandelwal, comes with more than 30 years of industry and management expertise. In fact, our entire core team, our entire operations team comes with a very solid experience in the pre-owned two-wheeler industry. We have an in-house quality team ensuring the best quality standards and protocols. We have a large facility for fully refurbished two-wheelers to get them certified. We have strategic tie-ups with various financial institutions for financial aid. We provide a wide range of two-wheeler options, right from high-end vehicles to everyday use. We also provide the first 3 months of rental support of up to 30,000 per month to our franchisee partners. Our entire system is technological driven with end-to-end partner support. We provide insurance and warranty facilities for all our products to the end customers, and we've been successfully operating since 2020 with 6+ stores. Roles and responsibilities. So what are the roles and responsibilities of a franchisee? They'll have to run day-to-day operations. adhere to the standard operating procedures and guidelines provided by the company. You have to keep employees motivated, including hiring, ensure cleanliness and hygiene, ensure implementation of local marketing activities, of course, with the help of the company, maintain accounts and records in the required format on the central server, inventory management, training mandatory for each franchisee before starting operation, and maintaining a good customer relationship. And what about the roles and responsibilities of two-wheeler? We help franchisee with site selection, licenses, permissions, and fit out. We provide training to the franchisee before operations begin and help with staff selection, conduct marketing at national level through different platforms. We give supply of various products and sufficient mix. We conduct audits and provide feedback to the franchisee for improvement in performance and higher efficiencies. And of course, R&D on service offerings. Key support functions. So before the store launches, in store development, two-wheeler will help in site selection, unit development, and marketing and promotional activities. We will also be providing product training, customer interaction, and business development. And operational support, we provide 3 months of rental support up to 30,000. We provide our software and accounting support. We provide the operation manual and the virtual CRM system. Post-opening, we help in product planning, that is new product addition, product supplies, stock rotation, consistent margins, insurance on vehicles, billing and quotation support. Basically, the franchisee investor does not have to worry about buying the two-wheelers. We already have a stock available where the franchisee will be able to choose that these are the particular vehicles they want in their store. So even if you decide that you want to start a store in 20 days, if all the store setup is done, you can immediately get those vehicles into your store and start selling. That is how quick and fast we are. And in terms of marketing, we provide awareness campaigns, celebrity endorsements, social media presence, and events and sponsorship. This is from the company's side. So you do not have to worry about starting your own marketing team, etc. The company has a central marketing team, customer relationship management team, as well as the operations, supply chain, and refurb team. So rest assured that you just have to join us and you will be taken care of. So you will not be starting on your own, but you will actually be starting with someone who's already an expert in this industry. So our financial model, I will be walking you through the entire financial model in some time. So it is about anywhere between 20 to 25 lakh. The minimum store size required is 1,000 square feet. Agreement of 5 years. Franchisee fee one time. Onboarding is going to be 3 lakh rupees. An expected ROI of over 100% and payback period in the next 18 to 20 months. Note, 2 lakh royalty we will charge, fixed royalty we will charge every year at the end of every single year. Thank you. I will now walk you all through the financial model. Just please tell me if the screen is visible. Hello.
No, Khyati, we are on the thank you page only.
Actually, on the thank you page only. Just a minute. I will share it again. Is this better now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, awesome. So this is the breakdown of the investment. So anywhere between 20 to 25 lakh rupees is the investment. Here, interior fit out cost and setup cost. Okay, so sabse pehle, what are the charges? Where is the main cost? Number one is franchisee fee of 3 lakh rupees. Second is interior labor and fit out cost of 3 lakh rupees for a 1,000 square feet showroom. And third is the two-wheeler setup, brand collaterals, that is two-wheeler branding, etc. will take about another 3 lakh rupees. So in total for a store to set up, it will be anywhere between 6 to 9 lakh rupees. Of course, if it's a ready-made showroom, the civil and labor cost may go down. And, so overall, we estimate that the entire setup of a store, including branding, is going to take anywhere between 6 to 9 lakh rupees. That is number one. Second is the POS system, which will be of 50,000 rupees. We will charge a launch marketing of 50,000, where the company is going to support the franchisee with local advertising, online marketing of new store, influencer marketings, etc. We have a lineup. Along with that, the company helps in trade lines, licensing, and miscellaneous costs. That includes fire extinguisher, water dispenser, etc. So total investment you will see here is approximately 23 lakh rupees. Along with this, including 3 months of inventory, lease deposits, it will be about 1,50,000. So estimate that a 1,000 square feet showroom will be of rent 50,000 per month. We do not encourage our investors to have any rent above 50 to 60,000 max. So according to that, estimate 3 months of lease deposit. So that will come about 1.5 lakh rupees. So the total investment will be approximately 24 to 25 lakh rupees. And yeah, and most importantly is the stock. So this was the setup. Now, along with that, we have the stock of, we require the franchisee investor to give us a one-time inventory stock of about 12 lakh rupees. And in return, you will get a stock of about 30 to 35 vehicles at an average selling price of 50 to 55,000 rupees. So the entire model comes to about 24 to 25 lakh rupees. Now, what is the fit out breakup of this 3 lakh rupees here that I'm mentioning? Of course, what we will be providing in terms of marketing and branding will be the LED board, photo booth posters, T-shirts, books, keychains, everything related to the brand support, because every showroom has a standardized look that we provide. That is every two-wheeler showroom. So according to that, we will be providing certain non-refundable brand collateral such as the LED board, photo booth, etc. Along with this, if you can see here, laptops, tabs, printers, CCTV, tables, chairs, etc. We're open to that. If suppose the franchisee investor already has those, we will not be charging them. They can just bring that, and they won't. So that is where they can cut down the costs. Now the HR plan, what is the hiring plan? What are the number of people required to run a particular store? So every franchisee store will require a minimum of 4 people. One is going to be the salesperson, second is going to be the admin and accounts person, third is the technician, and fourth is helper. Sales person will do the sales, admin accounts will manage the database, accounting, administration, paperwork, etc. Technician is basically, we do not expect a franchisee investors to be experts in automobiles. So that is why we encourage them to get a mechanic who's going to be able to help them and assist them in understanding the condition of the vehicle and managing the inventory in the store. And fourth is helper for cleaning of the vehicles, hospitality, serving tea, coffee, etc. So here you can see the salaries. So approximately you can estimate that salaries pe hi aapko 72,000 per month ka kharcha hoga. Now, how do you make revenue? Okay, so for example, if you see, this is the monthly. So in the first, this is the monthly 12 months projection, where we're estimating that from the first month you start selling about 10 to 12 vehicles with an average bill value of 62,500. So if you see the number of sales, monthly sales that you will make is 12, 20, 24, 28. Basically, the average sale that we're estimating is about 35 sales per month, which can go up, which can go down, because sometimes it can get seasonal. But on an average, you can estimate 35 sales per month. And what will the franchisee be earning? You're going to be earning 11% of the entire total sales that you make. So I will be coming to that. So before I go on to the revenue projections and the break even and how and where the franchisee investor is making money, I will be explaining a few concepts, a few considerations. Number one is the setup cost, that is the two-wheeler brand collaterals is excluding civil and labor charges. All of this will be borne by the franchisee owner. Second is the setup cost includes two-wheeler branding, that is LED, photo booth. I've already spoken about that. First 3 months rent support up to 30,000 per month for 3 months only. So even if your rent is 50,000, first 3 months the company will pay on your behalf. So you are rest assured that first 3 months aapko itna heavy nahi lagega. Then every year we charge a royalty of about 2 lakh rupees. Very important, the rent agreement will be in the name of the company. Two-wheeler. So two-wheeler's parent company is Ride on Rent Technologies Private Limited. We do the rent agreement in the name of the company, and there will be a franchisee agreement between the franchisee investor and the company that the franchisee investor is using this property to run their franchisee. Store will operate all 7 days of the week, all 12 months from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. No inventory other than, very important, no inventory other than the two-wheeler inventory, or no third-party businesses will be allowed inside a two-wheeler exclusive showroom. It will only and only be a two-wheeler exclusive showroom. All billing transactions will be made on two-wheeler central software only. The franchisee investor will receive the commission by the 10th of next month after deducting all applicable taxes, RTO, and insurance charges. I will come to the commission structure very soon. Daily accounting updates and other SOPs need to be followed according to the operating manual, which the company will provide to the franchisee investor as a part of its training. Logistics, the company will bear logistics of 250 rupees per vehicle for bringing the inventory to their store. If the franchisee investor wants any other inventory from any other store, he will pay about 250 rupees per vehicle. Usually the RTO plus insurance charges are about 2,500 per vehicle, which will be deducted from the total sales, and commission will be based on the monthly sales after deducting the RTO and insurance charges. And most importantly, the best benefit is that every franchisee will get a two-wheeler central software for easier, faster, and efficient management of processes, including real-time reporting and franchisee dashboard. So the franchisee doesn't have to worry about technology or building a software or, figuring out how to do the marketing or even starting their own marketing or tech team. The company provides all of it. The company has a central team. And along with that, the franchisee does not even have to worry about starting their own refurbishment unit, because all the vehicles that are there will be refurbished by the company's central workshop, and then the franchisee will just need to sell the ready to sell vehicles. And suppose in the future any problem that comes into the vehicle, any customer that comes with a complaint, you can just send it to the two-wheeler company's central workshop. We will refurbish it and then y'all can give it. So y'all don't have to worry about that either. Now, most important is about how and what is the biggest benefit of becoming a two-wheeler franchisee investor. We follow a central inventory system. Now, suppose if you have about 30 vehicles in your store at your own, as your own inventory, whatever sale you make out of your own inventory, you will get 11% of the total sales every month. That is number one. Now, suppose if there are multiple stores that are there of two-wheeler, suppose a customer comes into your store and says that, I want an Activa 3G of say about 40,000. You realize as a franchisee investor that you do not have that vehicle, but you do not want to lose the customer. So what you can do is you can go onto the central inventory, and you can go onto the central inventory, and then if suppose you see that some other store, so for example the Walker store has that Activa, what you can tell the customer is, okay, no problem, I don't have the vehicle in my store, but I have it at Walker store. You just pay me 1,000 rupees refundable advance. I will bring the vehicle in this store within 24 hours. Now, suppose if the customer likes the vehicle and he suppose buys it. If suppose the customer likes the vehicle and he wants to purchase it, how will the franchisee benefit? So for example, if it is some other store's inventory which you are selling at your own store, you still get a 7% commission out of it. So आपकी खुद की इन्वेंट्री नहीं है, बट आपने किसी और की इन्वेंट्री आपके स्टोर पे बेची, उसका भी आपको 7% मिलेगा. Similarly, vice versa, अगर आपकी खुद की इन्वेंट्री है and suppose some other store sells it, so उसका भी आपको 4% मिलेगा, even though you've not done the efforts or the मेहनत of selling that, of converting that. So this is how the risk diversification takes place. And most importantly, suppose if any customer who wants to sell their vehicle at your store, आप अगर कोई गाड़ी खरीदते हो कोई customer से, उसका भी जो total purchase value, उसका भी आपको 5% मिलेगा. So these are the various brackets where you can earn money, and this is how your entire risk diversification takes place. And all of this is centrally controlled. There is an entire system, a tech system that we're building, which will help you make this process much faster. So this is one of the biggest benefits of becoming a two-wheeler store owner. So that way, the biggest benefit is कि अगर आपका कोई customer आपके store में आता है, भले ही आपके store में सिर्फ 30 vehicles है, but actually उस customer के पास सिर्फ 30 नहीं, but entire city inventory का option मिलता है, and that is one of the biggest selling points in USP. And along, Now we come to the revenue projections. Here, if you see in year one, we're making about in total sale hota hai of about 2.52 crores. Uska agar aapko 11% milta hai, so the franchisee earns about 27 lakh rupees. Along with that, suppose if you're selling 8 vehicles, procuring, khareed rahe ho 8 vehicles per month, uska bhi aapko 5% milta hai. So total revenue to the franchisee is about 29 lakh rupees. ये आपका टोटल रेवेन्यू होता है एक साल का. नाउ व्हाट आर द एक्सपेंसेस हर साल का? अभी एक्सपेंसेस में एवरी ईयर आपको 2 लाख रुपीस रॉयल्टी लगेगी, मार्केटिंग एक्सपेंस ऑफ 15,000 पर मंथ other than the one time marketing expense, rent of 50,000 rupees, incentives and salaries, and electricity, maintenance, telephonic expenses, miscellaneous, ये सब combine करके आपका total खर्चा एक साल का approximately 23 lakh rupees होता है. So you're making about 29 lakh rupees in a year. You're spending about 23 lakh rupees or 24 lakh rupees. You're still making about 5.85 lakh rupees, which comes to about 20%. This is, and if you see the growth here, similarly, first year 20%, first year earn about 5.85 lakh rupees, second year 8.8, third is 12, 14 lakh, 17 lakh, and this is still on a very conservative figure. Of course, अगर आप ज़्यादा सेल करते हो, हमने दूसरे स्टोर की इन्वेंट्री या दूसरे रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम्स अभी तक इंक्लूड भी नहीं किया. So you rest assured that you're making money, and the payback period is approximately 16 to 18 to 20 months. So here you can see 1 year 7 months. So आपका जो भी main खर्चा है, which is approximately 8 to 9 lakh rupees, जो आपका setup cost है, excluding inventory, because inventory is your liquid asset. So आपका जो setup cost है, उसका आपको payback approximately 18 to 20 months में मिल जाता है. So this is the entire franchisee model. And this is the explanation. And I think now we can be open to question and answers. Can I stop sharing my screen now?
Thank you so much, Khyati. Lovely presentation and very elaborate discussion, or I would say presentation that you've done on every aspect from the opportunity, industry, and also unit economics and financials. And friends, my request to all of you would be any questions that you have. I was seeing some hands raised as usual, so I'll request we'll not be able to unmute anybody. Anybody with any questions with respect to the format model which has been shared with you, please ask your questions. One. Second, if you have any location property available and you want to share the details, please do that. Keep writing in the questions. I see some questions which have already started to come in. So I'll start maybe summarizing the entire opportunity. And Khyati, friends, this is a business which has been co-founded by her sister. I think she's not around, and their father, a very young entrepreneur, I would say, in her 20s. And 2Wheelr is Pune is in fact name now. They are a name in the pre-owned two-wheeler segment. And overall, when we look at the company, while they might be a new company on in the segment, so to say, but the overall management comes with nearly 3 decades of experience in the two-wheeler industry. And it was founded and led by Krishi Khandelwal ji, father of Khyati. And Khyati and her sister Disha are co-founders in the business and rather leading the entire operations and franchise expansion. Now, on the overall opportunity, I see some questions and maybe I'll give my 2 cents on it. When we look at the two-wheeler overall segment, today it is playing a very, very important vital role where it is elevating the entire automobile sector in terms of affordable, personal mobility solutions or options available for an end customer. And India being a very value-driven economy, pre-owned is a very substantial segment in the entire industry. Today, India is the second largest two-wheeler market. And, I was seeing some stats, there might be some variation in that. But we sell around 20 million two-wheelers per year, out of which 6 million are scooters. Sales alone are more than 2 times the entire car sales, right? So which is higher than what a 4-wheeler does in the market. And so the Wheeler is a forward-looking omni-channel company. They have a tech-enabled platform, integrated, I would say fully integrated company. They have physical stores also operating. They have a prototype, successful running stores already in Pune. And I'm sure, the audience, friends who are listening and from Pune might have also visited these locations. So they're looking at now, expanding first and foremost, while they would look at a big region later on. But to start off with, their entire focus is to give an experience to their consumer, the audience, and they want to create a big cluster in the city of Pune to start off with, and later on maybe, going to other locations. So a complete, I would say, experience from, I would say, their brand, experience of the customer, their showrooms, inventory, which is all standardized, and giving a complete experience of very transparent purchasing experience for a customer is what 2Wheelr stands for. So I'll take some questions now, Khyati, and I did see some of these questions coming in from our viewers also. And first and foremost, friends, one thing I want to say, and I saw somebody asking competition kya hai. If you look at this industry, while the demand is very, very big today, but if you look at even the players, this is a very fragmented market, very, very unorganized market. You will not find many players in the market. Agar koi hai bhi to they're, very remotely present in certain markets, not too many big players in the segment. So we'll take some questions, Khyati. And first and foremost, maybe let me start with the competition. Today, when you started this business, and I'm sure, there was, and even before, friends, I like to add, they got into franchising only once they successfully operated their company-owned stores, for a certain period of time. And until they were convinced there were certain margins or enough margins for a franchisee to make money, sustain, and be profitable, they never ventured into franchising. And rather, our team, our company has been consulting them for the last 3 odd months to create a right model for the partners. So Khyati, maybe to start off with, I'd like to maybe understand what the competitive landscape looks like for you, and what the last, I would say, year or so has been your own experience of running the stores that you are.
Thank you so much, Sonia, for such a wonderful introduction for us. I mean, so first I'll tell you a little bit about the competitive landscape. It is very rightly said that the pre-owned two-wheeler industry is a very fragmented market. In fact, a lot of people do not even accept the fact that this is an industry altogether. It is that fragmented. Now, more than 99% of it is already unorganized. And what I'm talking to you about is it's lesser than 1% that there are organized players in this industry. Organized, so I would like to distribute it with in terms of unorganized players like local dealerships, personal one-on-one buying and selling, not coming under the RTO records, not having an official registration or an RC transfer, which by the way is a very big red flag, and which is what builds to the entire stigma behind the pre-owned two-wheeler industry. आज भी अगर आप देखोगे तो यार pre-owned two-wheeler क्यों खरीदना है, क्वालिटी क्या होगा, फ्रॉड की गाड़ी निकली तो, एक्सीडेंट हुआ तो, आरसी ट्रांसफर हुआ नहीं तो, कुछ एक्सीडेंट हो गई, मैंने किसी को बेचा, उसने ट्रांसफर नहीं किया, एक्सीडेंट हो गई, पुलिस केस मुझ पे हो जाएगा. So there are so many stigmas around the own pre-owned two-wheeler industry. That is number one. सेकेंड इज अगर आप नई टू व्हीलर की आज बात करोगे, ऑन एन एवरेज 1 लाख से कम नई टू व्हीलर आती नहीं है मार्केट में. ओके, एंड challenge is that majority of our common the average economy or income that the Indian economy they cannot afford a more than 30 or 50,000 vehicle, and उनके लिए टू व्हीलर एक पर्सनल मोबिलिटी स्पेशली पोस्ट कोविड बहुत क्रिटिकल हो गया, बिकॉज उसी से उनकी रोजी रोटी होती है, उसी से वो अपना काम के लिए जा सकते हैं. सो दिस वाज एन एक्सट्रीमली बिग नीड, एंड ऊपर से अगर वो इंसान इतनी मेहनत से पैसा जोड़ के अगर एक टू व्हीलर खरीदता है जो उसकी नेसेसिटी है, अगर हम उसे क्वालिटी नहीं देंगे, अश्योरेंस नहीं देंगे, तो उसका भी यू आर नॉट एम्पावरिंग देम. So that is the reason, that was the entire concept about why we started two-wheeler. Personally, this has been in our family for the last 30 years. Basically, our father has had, even he was a local dealer, and we saw 30 years of experience. And
sorry guys, I think we have a bandwidth issue at Khyati.
Okay.
I'll request if...
Hello, is this better? Hello. Hello. Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
It's better now. I'm so sorry. Something happened to the network, but this is better, right?
Yes, yes. Please
Yeah,
continue.
So the competitive landscape. So this was the entire inspiration behind starting 2Wheeler, where we saw that we have industry expertise in terms of our father. And with new technology, with opportunity, and with hardly any competitive landscape, we decided to start 2Wheeler. And when it comes to competition, of course, there have been players, for example, OLX, Bikes for Sale, Bike Dekho, who have tried to, organize this market, start the online presence. But, most of them are also just connecting buyers and sellers, and it was still not the end solution. Then in the used four-wheeler industry, there have been companies like Cars24 Spinny who realized that, if aggregating is not going to be the only solution, the entire full stack solution is going to help organize the used four-wheeler market. So if used four-wheeler can be organized, why not used two-wheeler? So taking inspiration from these successful startups and companies, we refined, we tested our model. Like you said, for 2 years, we ran our own model, we ran our own company on store. In fact, we've also piloted one franchisee, which is profitable today. So making sure that we could run a franchisee and making sure that we could run our own company on store and make them profitable was the reason why we started franchisee expansion. And one last thing is, yes, of course, we do have two similar competitors in Bangalore, in Chennai, but not in Pune, not yet at least. But like I said, it is not a one-man player, who's going to be able to dominate this market. There has to be multiple players, organized players who will come into this industry that can actually make a difference in organizing this sector. So we are one of them. So that is the entire scenario about the competitive landscape. I hope that helps.
Yes, Khyati, it is. Thank you. So, Khyati, is there any criteria that we are identified for location in city or any ideal place as per your suggestions?
Yeah. So in Pune and PCMC, we're looking at two more expansions in PCMC and one in Dhanori. So this is for Pune. In say another 3 to 6 months, we will be moving out of Pune and PCMC for Maharashtra expansion, as well as out of state expansion. But at least for the next 6 months, we want to focus on these three locations, particularly dominate this market and then move out.
Okay. Any key performance indicators you may like to share for for the partners that you are looking into?
Okay, so firstly, of course, someone who is readily available to start, investment, because we are expanding fast, and the entire turnaround time for us to finalize the deal to start a store is approximately 20 to 30 days. So in a month, we can start operating and we can start running the show. The company is ready to expand. Along with that, we would prefer, of course, if the franchisee investor, at least for the first 3 to 6 months, would be actively involved in the franchisee development. We do not have a specific criteria about what their background should be. Of course, having a business background or a franchisee expertise may help, but we're open to investors who are willing to see this as an opportunity to invest as well.
Okay. And who are our ideal partners, basically? What are the profile that we are looking into?
So ideal partners will be anyone who has a investment capacity of about 20 to 25 lakh rupees. Along with that, who will be invested in running the show for at least the first 6 months, who come from a little bit of a technology and a business background as well. But that is more than enough.
Okay. And there is a question that do we provide any after sales services for vehicles on the basis of the valuation of two-wheeler done by you?
Yeah, so number one, at the moment, we're currently providing a 30-day warranty and a 7-day full, free of cost servicing, like for the first 7 days. So अगर 7 दिन में आपकी गाड़ी में कोई भी problem हो, company आपके लिए करके देगी. And on selected bikes, we are giving up to 30-day warranty for now. But moving forward, as and when our model gets more fine-tuned, we will be starting after-sales servicing, post-sale servicing, buyback. We already do buyback right now. So these are a few add-ons that will be there. Of course, along with this, we also have franchisee finance partners and insurance partners as well. So there are multiple revenue streams that the franchisee can look forward to.
Okay, great. That's great.
Thanks,
So,
Harshika. I'll take some questions. I don't know what all we have covered, because I had some network issue and I've lost track of a lot of questions that were being asked. Khyati, if you can see some questions and you want to take any, maybe I'll give you 2-3 minutes to maybe pick any question that you want to, if you want to answer that.
Yeah, and the thing is, the challenge is, okay, yeah, wait, okay, 1 second. Amazing business. Yeah, so do you provide after sales service? Okay, yeah. So getting a shop of 1,000 square feet at 50,000 in Pune is tough. So the idea is that majority of our stores are working at that rent. We've identified the locations in such a way that 50 to 60,000 is more than affordable. We do not want a very fancy, setup. Even if it's just a rack, this thing which is set up very standardized and systematically, it can work. You can see our Bakar store, our Undri store, they're all coming under that kind of a this thing. Does the customer have the facility of back finance? Yes, they do. We are partnered up with IDFC and Wheels EMI. So whatever customer, so we give loans up to 80 to 85% as well, depending on the customer profile. So that also they can upgrade to their dream bike. Supply chain. If you could elaborate about supply chain, that would help. What is the question?
Maybe I can elaborate on that. And friends, if you want to maybe extend your questions to help us understand what exactly you need, it will help us in maybe, putting the right answers. So Khyati, I understand the question is all about how the entire supply chain is being handled, the procurement, perhaps one thing, which you also mentioned that even the franchise partner can also procure, right? But
Yes.
ideally, the entire procurement of vehicles is something which is handled at your end. So how would the entire supply chain be structured in terms of, what demand is being there in the market and how this entire supply chain happens?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for that. So firstly, the entire supply is taken care of by the company. We understand that this is a supply constrained business for an ever growing demand. We already have a strong network of agents, freelancers, along with a very strong connect with all the customers. So currently, 50 to 55% of our procurement takes place with our B2B partners, supply chain networks, etc. And the rest, of course, comes from our end customers through home inspections, direct walk-ins, etc. It has helped it, and not just in Pune, in fact, but from all across Maharashtra. So we already have a very strong network established across Maharashtra. That is number one. On the second, if suppose a customer walks into a franchisee investors, showroom, we do encourage them to procure. They do not have to worry about what is the pricing or the quality inspection. We give them a certain standard. Like I said, it's everything is standardized, and majority of it is trek driven. So there are already standard operating procedures you have to follow. Company will help you in understanding and pricing the bike. Company will pay on behalf of the franchisee through our central account, and in the end, at the end of next month, we will give you a commission on every procurement. So basically, you just have to be in the store, evaluate on our behalf, and we will give the final pricing. So that way also, the franchisee doesn't have to worry about pricing, kitne mein khareedni hai, refurb kya karna hai, etc. Company will help you with that. And agar suppose, for example, if a franchisee investor comes and he wants to start shop, he has the option to choose any 30 to 35 vehicles of our entire stock. So agar aap bolte ho ki 200 या 300 गाड़ियों में से मुझे 35 vehicles मेरे store पे रखनी है, with equal to your investment amount, working capital amount, हम आपको गाड़ियां दे देंगे. And along with that, moving forward with time, से 3 to 4 months में आपको समझ में आ जाता है कि उस एरिया का डिमांड क्या है, आपका कस्टमर पूछना क्या चाहता है, तो उसी के हिसाब से हम आपको वैसी वैसी गाड़ियां प्रोवाइड करते हैं. So this entire demand, supply, inventory, routing and management is taken care of through our tech systems, technology and product. Yeah.
Very helpful. Khyati, a couple of things. And friends, one thing I want to reiterate while we saw the entire investment, but I want to clarify, how, and this is a comparatively a very asset light model, right? If you look at the overall investment, including working capital, the investment is around 22 odd lakhs. So where the working capital is 12 lakhs. So jo 12 lakh aap invest kar rahe ho, working capital hai, which you anyways would need in any business. So 12 lakh ka stock hai, which is also refundable, so you give a security against a stock which is kept at your outlet. Apart from that, if you look at your investment is only 6 lakhs. आपका 6 लाख का investment है, जिसमें आपका 3 लाख केपेक्स पे जाता है, which is also very very I would say standardized. अगर आप केपेक्स पे देखें 1000 स्क्वायर फीट का 3 लाख का इन्वेस्टमेंट, it is very very minimalistic, right? And that is what the company has done. They do not want a very high capex to go on the interiors because वो depreciating होता है, it will not give you any return. So 3 लाख उस पे है and 3 लाख आपका franchise fees है. And then you have some licenses and launch expense. So all put together, if you look at your fixed investment initially is only about 6.5 odd lakhs. Rest is your working capital inventory, which is against the stock security that you give to the company, and you get a stock. And Khyati, एक और चीज जो मैं I'll take it up for everyone is also on typical inventory जो हमारे एक outlet पे रखा जाता है. How big is that inventory? How are we selecting that inventory? Right? So किस तरह से selection होता है? What kind of two-wheelers do we need to keep? Do you already see some demand coming from certain pockets? आपका online platform भी है. So how do you segregate, what kind of vehicles and inventory ideally should go at the outlet?
Yeah. So we follow a very simple rule in this business. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So the game is the more the stock, the more the sale. Okay, at the beginning 1:3 का रेशियो है. अगर 3:1 का, अगर 3 गाड़ियां तो एक बिकनी है, 30 गाड़ियां तो 10 बिकनी है. दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई वी एनकरेज की स्टार्टिंग में आपकी ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री 30 to 35 व्हीकल्स होनी चाहिए, जिससे कस्टमर को लगे कि हाँ यार ऑप्शन तो है. जब वो वॉक इन करता है देखता है. सो दैट इज नंबर 1. The second thing is, of course, we have identified and we've tested what are the various types of Pune college city, like student crowd city. These are the 2 top target audiences जो actually हमसे खरीदते हैं. I hope I'm clear. आपको सुनाई दे रहा है, right?
No, absolutely. I think we lost maybe
awesome.
a few seconds, but yes, we understand.
Ji. So, for example, we identify various different types of crowds according to area. Suppose कुछ area में IT वाला crowd ज़्यादा dominate करता है, तो हमें पता है कि वहाँ पे higher end vehicles की probability ज़्यादा है. अगर सपोज स्टूडेंट क्राउड है तो वहां पे लोअर एंड व्हीकल्स की प्रोबेबिलिटी ज्यादा है. देन इफ यू गो टू प्रॉपर मार्केट एरिया जो लोकल डीलरशिप्स का सॉलिड मार्केट है, फॉर एग्जांपल रास्तापेट, वहां पे ऑल अक्रॉस स्टेट से कस्टमर्स आते हैं और वो बहुत फास्ट चर्निंग व्हीकल्स है, तो लोअर एंड या मिड रेंज वाली व्हीकल्स आती है. सो वी हैव आइडेंटिफाइड एंड क्लासिफाइड वेरियस एरियाज अकॉर्डिंग टू टारगेट ऑडियंसेस कि उसका अप्रोक्सीमेटली डिमांड कैसा होता है. बट वी डील इन ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ व्हीकल्स, वेदर इट्स लोअर एंड, हायर एंड, सुपर बाइक्स, ईवीज एक्सेट्रा, एवरीथिंग. हम ईवी भी खरीदते हैं, हम हाई एंड बाइक्स भी खरीदते हैं, लोअर एंड बाइक्स भी खरीदते हैं और बेचते हैं.
So एक जो शॉप है उस पे लगभग कितना इन्वेंट्री रहता है? How many number of vehicles ideally should be placed?
35 to 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
And इसका average pricing Khyati, how much is that?
Around 50,000-55,000.
55,000. And I think you also stated some numbers, how much one would be able to sell maybe the first, second month. And I think starting you said an average एक vehicle on an average can be sold every day. So कितना gestation कितना है इसके लिए? Go to market आपको क्या लगता है franchisee को करना चाहिए when they launch an outlet?
जी. So आप एक बहुत clearly disclaimer देते हैं कि 4 से 6 महीना लगता है एक एरिया को डेवलप होने में. नंबर 1. नंबर 2 इज कंपनी, एक तो आप अगर ब्रांड के साथ एसोसिएटेड हो तो आपको कंपनी नेशनल लेवल पे भी आपको मार्केटिंग करेगी, लाइक सिटी लेवल पे भी करेगी, और आपके स्टोर लेवल पे भी आपको गो टू मार्केट स्ट्रेटजी क्रिएट करेगी. नंबर 3 इज दैट पूरा ब्रांड डेवलपमेंट में अगर जैसे वी डू आवर लीड मैनेजमेंट एंड कस्टमर केयर वेरी स्ट्रांगली, तो हमारा जो पूरा CRM सिस्टम है वो पूरा सेंट्रली कंट्रोल होता है. तो अगर सपोज आपका इफ वी नो कि अगर आपके एरिया में कोई कस्टमर का डिमांड है, वी विल मेक श्योर दैट द कस्टमर गोज टू यू रादर देन पुलिंग हिम टू सम अदर स्टोर. सो दैट वे द इंटायर गो टू मार्केट स्ट्रेटजी, देयर इज प्री लॉन्च, लॉन्च एंड पोस्ट लॉन्च. हमने एक पूरा प्लान बनाया है जो प्रॉपर स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर्स में वी विल एक्सप्लेन इट टू यू, वेदर इट्स लोकल मार्केटिंग, store marketing, city level marketing, or a national level marketing, online as well as offline. So this is the entire ecosystem. I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely. No, Khyati, it does. And agar hum very simple terms, we understand the numbers that we have put in. Friends, we are more than happy to even share these numbers that you presented today to each one of you, and also bring you on maybe one-to-one meeting calls, and something I recommend personally, if you are interested but we are happy to even do a no obligation meeting, right? So before you get into any venture, it is important that both, I would say, Khyati, the brand, I'm saying, and also equally you as a partner need to be actually convinced about, each other's capability and relationship going forward. So I propose anybody who's keen should come for a physical meeting. There are a couple of stores which the company is running in Pune, and the team would also recommend and maybe organize your tour in the existing locations which they are running to get a transparent understanding of the business. Now, Khyati, aapka expansion, you want to mention where you're looking at expansion, and if you're looking at Pune, you're already there in certain locations. कौन से ऐसे spots हैं, locations हैं जहाँ पे आपको लगता है opportunity है, आपकी presence नहीं है?
जी, so we have identified Pune PCMC में 3 locations, 2 in PCMC because वहाँ पे हमारा IT crowd काफी ज़्यादा dominate करता है. Then we have Dhanori in Pune. These are the 3, and a little bit more towards extended. So simple idea है, एक store के 2 stores के बीच में at least 12 to 15 kilometers का distance होना चाहिए.
Okay.
All right, so this is the identification. Moving forward in the next 3 to 4 months, we will be stepping out of Pune and PCMC. जैसे like we said, हम हमारी preparation के साथ जाएंगे. We do not want to expand, so we want to make sure that we can cater to our franchisees' needs as well. So that is why we're going for a phase-wise expansion. So beyond next 3 to 6 months, we will be out of Pune and PCMC, and say in another 9 to 10 months, we will also be looking at multiple state expansions as well. So we have our entire expansion strategy aligned that way.
Wonderful. Great. That really helps me. And great, Khyati. And friends, my request again would be anything that you want to know, understand, please reach out to us. We'll also put our hotline number, our email ID. And maybe starting today or maybe starting Monday, I would say, while we start reaching out to you immediately. But if you want any meetings to be lined up, any physical tours that you want us to line up, please reach out to these hotline numbers and email IDs. We'll facilitate all that for you. You can find the information in the chat box. And Khyati, before we close, I'll request if you want to give maybe one closing message to all the investors on the opportunity, maybe profiling or some tips that you think would help them to become successful partners. And friends, just to add, anybody who's coming in the business company is also de-risking, right? So because for any business, when you get into a business, your first couple of months are important for you to stabilize, understand the business and to optimize, I would say, operations. And that's where the company is helping you. And rental comparatively is one of the biggest components when it comes to operational expenses, and the company takes care of your operational expense of rental for the first 2 months. So over to you, Khyati.
Thank you so much, Sonia. So basically the closing comment is, this is a very big and untapped opportunity. People have not done it. It is an experts driven market. Here come with expertise. हम एक simple principle मानते हैं, अगर हमारे franchisees और हमारे partners बढ़ेंगे तो ही हम बढ़ेंगे. So we want to make sure, and we will make sure that not just us but our franchisees grow, so overall the entire company grows and this industry grows. But it is high time and a very big opportunity that we start standardizing and identifying the pre-owned two-wheeler industry as a proper industry that can be worked upon and that can be organized. And we're really looking forward to having multiple partners on board and achieve our vision. So this is my closing comment. Thank you so much, Sonia.
Thank you so much, Khyati. Friends, a great opportunity, I would say, all in all, and it's the right timing to get into this industry. It's just at a tipping point where largely the sector is unorganized. The company has already created their capabilities very well integrated to pass on the margins to their franchise partner. So please reach out to us, and we're more than happy to facilitate any information that you would need. And also there's a recording of the entire webinar, which is available on the Franchise India's YouTube page. So anybody who wants to see that can also check that on the YouTube, and we'll send you a presentation, financial working for your deeper understanding, followed by meeting calls as we start our process of filtering the right partners. And before I close now, I'll request Harshika to kindly take over. Harshika, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. Thank you so much, Kathy, for this wonderful presentation and detailed discussion about the financials, the franchisee model that we have in 2Wheelr. Friends, you can reach us on our hotline number 9717683838. Also, you can write us on our Franchise India page. It's feedback@franchiseindia.in. You can also connect to LinkedIn IDs of Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am. Refer to the slides. Thank you everyone for joining this webinar.
Thank you so much, team. Thank you.